Hey everybody. Hey, so don't really have an actual video. I'm just kind of messing around right now. I think I've mentioned in a video I've been extremely busy and it's getting kind of hard to keep things going. So what I'm doing today, I'm just kind of like play testing, playing around. I'm playing Shadow and Flame and I've been going through NoCat, like iterations, tweaking, deck tweaking and stuff like that. I have in my notebook here, I've played it 14 times. Some of those were very short games, like turn 1 loss, turn 2 loss. So I'm just kind of like play testing, showing that right now instead of like a full-on video. I don't quite have a deck. I have a deck and I thought it was winning, and then out of 13 games I have 3 wins, and those are all asterisked. And the reason why is because I kept thinking there were times when I was forgetting to do regenerate or not sure if I did it because of this Balrog. And then there's another thing in this quest. The Dark Pit is basically how you win the game. As far as I can tell, you have to win using this Dark Pit. Refresh action. Exhaust X characters to discard the top X cards of your deck. If all discarded cards have a higher combined printed cost than the remaining hit points of Durin's Bane, discard Durin's Bane. So this is actually pretty, because it looks to me like I'm not sure if when you play multiplayer, if both players do it. I think like one player does it and then another player does it. But maximum 3. My brain, I just read right over that, maximum 3. And I would like get to a point and then just not take a turn to not quest, don't do anything, have one chump blocker, die to Durin's Bane. My threat would go up. It wouldn't matter because I would tap like 6 people. And it has to be 3. So that's actually harder. So I don't think I've ever actually legitimately won. I might have, maybe once. I try to take notes, but I don't always. So like losses, I lost once on round 2, round 6. Concessions. I had one game go all the way to round 18 before I lost. So, and I had one where I won with 49 threat, but I don't think I actually won that one. Oh, there's a card I didn't shuffle. So I'm going to just like play a couple of rounds and see what this does. I think I actually just made my deck worse. But yeah, I got excited about like kind of a janky combo. I'm just going to play with it. And here's the whole stack of cards that have been in the deck. Either were in the deck or I was considering them, so I pulled them out because I keep everything in binders. So when I'm playing with decks, so I get a lot of cards pulled out, big stacks. Like Feint, you'd think you'd really want, but I feel like my approach started to lean towards just have a bunch of allies and one ally will die, whatever. I mean, what Feint, okay, whatever. I mean, fainting him doesn't help, just always hold somebody back to be a sacrificial victim and put more allies in there. Because allies can just like do stuff or whatever. So all these cards stand together. One time I used this to effect. It seems like it would be better, but that's why you gotta play the games multiple times, because you have to like luck of the draw. You gotta play it multiple times with the deck to see like what's working or not. Dunedain Warning, I was like, I really need all the defense. But there's so many things that can boost Durin's Bane that it's like irrelevant. Even if you had all 3 of these on one guy and you had defense 6, you could still get killed. So I just figured, why waste the space in the deck? I won't go through all that, but so the deck I'm playing with is a Villia type deck with Elrond and his 2 sons. I just thought that would be thematically cool, and I'm not really sure that I'm able to pull this off. One thing I've noticed, I don't really have any tactics cards to speak of other than Beorn. At this point, I don't think I added anything this last iteration. I took Feint out. So generally his resources just sit there. Oh, I have Landreval. His resources don't even really get used. Well, I mean, one, everything's cheap, but two, it's kind of inefficient. You need to add more tactics cards, but again, I just don't feel like tactics is useful in solitaire play. I just don't dig tactics. I usually have no tactics, and the only reason this is working even a little bit is because I have Elrond. I feel like, because tactics has no questing. You don't need, yeah, I mean, and Durin's Bane starts with 4 threat. I mean, you got to be out of the quest. So let me go ahead without further ado or whatever, draw 6 cards, seeing how things come out. Yes, I have Brock Iron Fist because he costs 6. So I didn't really want to draw him. I don't want him to draw this card. There's no way I want to ever play it. I mean, this is a terrible card. It's not a good card. I only want this in my deck for that Dark Pit effect. So I got a Song of Travel for a Resource Spirit Icon. And I got a Resourceful, so that's good. Alright, so I would want to probably put, since his resources don't get used, I'll put the Song of Travel on him and the Resourceful on him. Like that. That way I can, since I drew Imladris, I had card draw and I took card draw because I don't want to draw cards. I want to just play them out of the deck. So I'm going to quest for 7, standard opening move. It's too bad I don't have any allies out. Okay, this is the Surge, and it heals 5 damage from Durin's Bane, which doesn't have any, so each player has to discard attachment I control. Okay, that's really annoying. That's really obnoxious, because I only have 1 Song of Travel. I guess I'll get rid of the Resourceful. So I quested for 7 over 4. So I get 3, get a little bit of progress there. Okay, so then I would draw 1, 2, 3. So now my threat would be 1. So he will attack me this turn. I draw a Timely Aid, which I'm going to need to play. Could also play Imladris Stargazer. Because it's Secrecy 3, so I can play that for just 1 because I'm in Secrecy. I'll play that first. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, God. Brock Iron Fist. I mean, that was such a waste. Warden of Healing. I guess I'll do Warden of Healing. I might end up losing really quickly, because I could defend with Elrohir. Typically, if he's not boosted, Elrohir will take 3 and then I can heal him, but there's a lot of things that boost him and it would just kill Elrohir. So when I have to defend with Elrohir, I just, and he gets killed, I just concede. So I shuffle. I'll spend these 2 for Imladris Stargazer, and I will, of course I could just use him as a jump blocker. 2, 3, 4, 5. It's probably going to be Timely Aid on top to draw that and play that next turn, and then I could get her Minstrel out for free, or Beorn, one of those 2. Okay, so quest phase, I'll quest for 7 again. These 3 guys will quest. the top enemy. There are no enemies, so it's going to be a surge. Okay, so counter spell, which is annoying. And then he's going to attack, and it's one of those points, do I just sacrifice the Warden? I have 2 more in the deck, or do I? I think I sacrificed the Warden. Okay. Over here would have survived, but then there's like having to exhaust him to heal. So I'm going to be at threat 2, and I got 3 more. So I have 6 now. And I will draw the Timely Aid. So I could play, well, there's no attachments, so I think I do want to play, I'm going to be able to shuffle my deck a couple times. I'm going to play Timely Aid and pull, I'll pull Beorn and then shuffle. Oh, that's refreshed. So then I'll use her ability. 3, 4, 5. There's no attachments here. And I need Vilya. So I need to shuffle my deck, basically. So I will play Master of the Forge. I already know the top 5, but I shuffle the other cards. I'm going to shuffle my deck. Hope that I shuffle a Vilya closer to the top. But I'm doing okay, I guess, on getting allies. That Timely Aid, I threw that in there. I mean, that in conjunction with Vilya, I can get a lot of allies out really fast. And then just use them as sacrificial lambs or whatever I need. Alright. So nothing else to play at this time. Used his power. I'm going to exhaust 3. I'm going to exhaust for 7 again. I'm actually, in terms of progress, doing pretty good. I'm not drawing out other enemies. Okay, Watchful Eyes comes out. I'll put it there, I guess. And then we're going to go to the combat phase. I'll put up Beorn as a defender here. Oh, you know what? When I played Timely Aid, I was supposed to do this. Forced. If that card is... Oh, man. See, that's what I do. There's a lot of, like... I've already, like, shuffled my deck multiple times and stuff. Because Timely Aid probably would have been canceled because I drew Watchful Eyes was the next card on the deck. So, see, that's what I'm talking about. For some reason, I make a lot of mistakes in this scenario. There's so many, like, there's the Regenerate to remember, the Counterspell to remember. These also got things where it makes you discard cards. You have to remember that. There's a lot of things to remember. I need some way to set up reminders for myself for those things, because... So... Timely Aid would not have gone off, so that means I would not have played Beorn, and yeah, so many things would be different. I'm just going to have to press on. So he's going to defend this attack. He gets +1, so 7 minus 3. Beorn takes 4 wounds. I should have kept that Warden. Then at the end of the combat phase, I'm going to draw a card for Watchful Eyes. And I reveal it and add it to the staging area. travel phase is already passed, so then I'll just go to the end of the turn, raise my threat up. I draw another Imladris Stargazer. Okay. Let's do Master of the Forge, because I really want Vilya. No attachments. Stargazer, 2, 3, 4, 5. Erg. Well, I can leave Timely Aid on top. That would be useful because that guy is about, Bayern's about to die, so I can get him back next turn. And then I could use these two, put on another Stargazer. Okay, and then 3, 4, 5, quest for 7. There's 6 in the staging area. I'll go ahead and quest for 7. Durin's Bane makes an immediate attack. So that means he's going to get 2 attacks, so... Okay, I'll steal him a shadow card. He gets +3. Okay. I still got 1 on it. I'll... Damn, don't want to travel there. It's really annoying. Because it's 7 to get through that, and I'm not blowing him over very much. I think I'm gonna need to, I guess. And then now combat phase. This Imladris is gonna have to take it because these guys are tapped. If attacking during Bane gets +3, so yeah, she's dead. The turn will end. Oh, end of the combat phase, he was tapped. Mountain's Roots isn't too bad. Go with the 4th threat. The threat's not going crazy, at least. Timely Aid comes out. Let's play Timely Aid. Now I have to do the counter spell. When a player plays an event, discard the top card of the encounter deck. If it's a treachery, cancel it. I just discarded, okay. Alright, so I played Timely Aid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can get Beorn right back. So I know I have an attachment here. Let's do Master of the Forge. I've only got 1 more card to look at. Hopefully it's Vilya. It's Resourceful. Well, I'll put Resourceful in my hand and shuffle everything else. I will spend 1 here, put this back here, and I've got 5 in the staging area. Let's see here. I'll do 7 again. I need to make some progress. I need some more. I need more willpower. So I'll quest for 7. 4, 5, 6. I get 1. Okay. Durin's Bane. Beorn will defend it. Okay, no additional effect. So I guess 3. Can't travel. up to 5 threat. Oh, let's see, at the end of the, in my combat phase action window, before the refresh phase. Okay, Vilya, there we go, put it on the top. I think that I will do that. Draw Vilya. That's refreshed. And I will play Vilya. Like that. Now I need Light of Valinor pretty badly. That's what I want now. So if I tap him to do this, which is, I'm going to go ahead and do that to get this Minstrel search up. I have one other song card. It's not like I really... It's a Song of Wisdom. I put that in the deck because, like I was saying, his resources don't really get used, so he could at least contribute to the... I mean, most of these cards are lore cards, you know, and a lot of them are pricey, so it would just have extra will for playing those. Because it's nice to try to get 2 allies out of turn. It was in my hand. I don't think I'm going to bother playing it right now. And let's see. There is a Resourceful in the deck. One more Resourceful. There is a Light of Valinor. I need that too. Let's see if I can get that. 2, 3, 4, 5. Miss. I forgot to draw an extra card, I think. How does it work if you have multiple counter spells? I'm going to have to look that up in the FAQ or research that, because I've never had this come up, because it's not unique. It doesn't say limit 1. Like, so does that mean both would trigger, so discard 2 cards off the top of the encounter deck? Which would mean, like, if that one didn't cancel it and that one did, I would only discard one of them. I wonder if that's how it works. I'll pretend like that's how it works and then look it up later. The Lord of the Rings LCG gets slightly, incrementally more complicated with each release. Okay, so quest phase. Probably should have put Watchful Eyes on Elrond because I'm trying to get Light of Valinor. So 2, I'm only questing for 6, and there's 6 in the staging areas. So I just want to quest for everything. I'll just quest for 4. And this is getting dicey. It's getting really dicey. Now he has Many-Thonged Whip, so when he attacks, I have to discard a card at random. And my threat goes up to 11. See, not really sure how this deck is working for me. I think I made it worse. Although, like, a lot of the pieces I added aren't here. Of course, the pieces I subtracted aren't here either. Or just around Brock Iron Fist. And he's just there for the in-game push. So the combat phase... I don't really want Beorn to die either. So, you know, the Many-Thonged Whip goes off. I lose that Song of Wisdom. Beorn is just gonna get killed again. And that means 2 out of 3 Beorns are dead, which I don't like at all. Do I sacrifice the Imladra Stargazer? Then 2 out of 3. I think I do. No shadow, she dies. 12 threat. And I draw a blind, a Grave Cairn. Big deal. Come on, Light of Valinor. No, just a resourceful. Which is, you know, useful. I'm going to play that with his. So I've got enough resources to play Gildor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'll do that. And I will... Three, 6. I will quest for 5, 7. I'm not getting enough quest power right now. Seven, I met it. It's equal to... And let's engage both of these guys. Okay, so the Beorn will defend the swordsman. 3 on 3. He's good. And he'll just be undefended. So he inflicts 1 wound on Elrond. And then... Why did I do that? I'm not sure why I did that. So I'll tap out Vilya. Put this runner into play. Okay, so the runner will attack either one. He'll attack this guy. And that's the turn. I will draw that for turn. Let's search. Still no attachment. So that's how the deck's going. I don't know. I don't think I'm doing too well here. But so the deck, I guess just a... I'm not really sure. I got Grave Cairn. I put that in there thinking about... That's not going to work. Well, 1, I haven't drawn it. And 2, giving him 5 attack. I mean, but he has attack alone. 3, 5. Or Gandalf, 6. I don't know. Because he regenerates 3. I put the sneak attacks in back end. I had taken those out because you don't want to Vilya a sneak attack. Like, what if it's not the right phase for it? Or you have to think like, oh, I won't Vilya till such and such phase to sneak attack out Gandalf. Or put it on the bottom, then it's at the bottom. But I do have a lot of shuffling effects. But I just figured sneak attack's not... I don't know. Feint was good because I could like draw a card, and then if I use the Imladra Stargazer and I see it, I could put it on the top, and I know, oh, I'm just gonna use Vilya in the combat phase to feint Durin's Bane, so that worked. That was better. Something else to really talk about. I'll probably take the Mirkwood Runner back out and go back to the drawing board a little bit. Go back to some of the stuff I had. I was enjoying this, like Wage War on the encounter deck itself. Risk some light and Out of the Wild. I'm down with those cards, especially for Moria. Risk some light's pretty great. Being able to manipulate what's coming off or get rid of cards. I'll probably put these back in and try to look for something else to do similar effects. I don't know. I'm just kind of fooling around with it, seeing how it goes. These brothers are decent guys. I just, as you see, the way I've been playing so far is not worrying about threat, just trying to set up for a push. But again, I think I was playing some of the rules wrong, so I'm not really sure. I might actually have to go on RingsDB to look at some examples for help, because I've been messing with this for a while now. But yeah, there you go, just a little playtesting video, nothing special. Nothing special. But this is a tough scenario. It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard. As you see, pretty tricky. He's got swords that boost him up, so he can swing for 9 every turn, then a bunch of shadow effects that give him +3. Swinging for 12. That's why I took the Dunedain warnings out. I mean, if you swing it for 12, you're toast. There's nothing you can do. All right.